It's about time, guys.
Oh, did you miss us? It's been a while. Doing some Genshin content again. I hope you didn't mind us skipping over the last Archon quest, which was a complete shit show. We have a lot to say in terms of the negativity. Keeping it short so we can get into the quest, we have very low expectations. I've already sent my scathing letter to Hoyoverse about the direction of the game in my eyes and so on and so forth. Long and short, I probably won't be lasting much longer after I roll for C6 Varka, so that's something for you guys to look forward to, but that might be more of like a funeral than a party.
Exactly.
So,
and guess what?
But
as the title says, we are drinking.
yes, we're both adults, both of age. We can definitely drink, and
both grown men.
we're going to be drinking every time we crash out, or there's lore rewrites, or just general like vibes that are way off.
This is pissing me off. I take a shot.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Think of it as like you know, fat neckbeard, angry video game nerd gets upset at his TV show because it's too woke or whatever it might be. But we're not getting upset because it's too woke. We're getting upset because it's being honkaified.
Exactly. So I have some. We both have some hard lemonade, some 4.5%, and then I have for my shots of you know, to actually take shots is some vodka, which is my weakness.
I have Jack Daniel's, just like your traditional sour mash whiskey, which is 80 proof.
Look, I might actually get fucked because vodka is literally actually my fucked up weakness.
I think mine is too. That and like rice liquors also get me pretty screwed up. Clear liquor in general usually gets me kind of messed up.
Who is also in the chat while at work?
Welcome. You're gonna probably be. I apologize in advance if you laugh so hard from me crashing out that you end up getting terminated or doing something you I don't know, like going too crazy this evening. But I'm sure there'll be words. I'm sure there's gonna be some massive disappointments to be had.
My frame rate is fucked.
And then anyone who knows me knows I'm looking out for Varka. I'm already disappointed that we haven't seen anything of him since the first live stream where they promised he'd be the one to show up to guide us. He's not there, so where the hell is he? Did he go out to get some milk and not come home? The only thing I know is that the Dreamers out there insinuated that he has 2 lines in the whole Archon quest, so they better be fucking good. And then I guess some predictions. I've got two things to put out there. I suspect we're gonna get a lot of Honkai slop. I think the writing is gonna take a dramatic shift ever since the Inefa quest. I feel like, well, the quest previous to that too, but I feel like I'm gonna expect a lot of sci-fi gobbledygook, like just, you know, yucky words that have like kind of no meaning outside of the context of the game.
Yeah, where they have to explain it because it puts more writing and more time hours.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
padding.
I suspect that. And then the big one. Here's the big one. I mean, I know for a fact they're gonna waifuify whatchamacallit, Columbina. I just don't know to what extent, and I feel like Dawei is gonna go all out. I think they're gonna make it one of the most chilled, most like we're talking. This is gonna be Genshin's like Firefly. This is gonna be the most deranged, self-insert, like jerking your little pee-pee off, just the absolute schlop of schlop, you know?
Who says they're gonna waifu them all, I think. They're gonna catch up to Wubo Goodage.
I think so. Yeah. I think so because the game is officially on life support. So anyone who's a fan, I'm sorry if you're entering now, you're hearing me be as negative as I am. Maybe you enjoy that. If you do, welcome. This game is on maintenance mode. It's on life support. The UGC like content creator style stuff.
Explained it as milking mode.
Yes, it's become the dairy cow of Hoyoverse. They're going to be milking it, but keeping it as low to the ground as possible to fund their other projects. You're going to see like events are going to take probably a backseat as well. And it's very likely that they'll just take fan content and push the fan created content so that development time can be moved away from this game. I also believe that if you're somebody who's like a diehard fan since like 1.0, you'll probably find that you will likely not enjoy this game as much going forward because you're going to get less and less content delivered to you in terms of a like game that you can play.
Who had a request? Said,
yes, absolutely.
Llama is actually damn near naked. Have a look at her outfit in the character archive. It's wild. What's happened to taming things? Notice how's that changed?
Yeah, so okay, I can talk about that a little bit. So something that's really disappointing about her character outfit is the fact that like when I think of Nod Cry, obviously it's painted as like a colder region. I don't know, I haven't been there yet. I don't know what the like kind of landscape looks like. But a character like that probably should be dressed a little bit more clothed. I get the idea that she's supposed to be like this druid or whatever. But yeah, you're absolutely correct. She shows a lot of skin, almost too much skin to the point where she doesn't look like she fits into the game.
Wu said, cool concept, don't get me wrong, but she feels like a Sumeru character, truth be told. But also, Crims is here.
Oh, okay.
Crims is in chat.
Welcome, welcome.
Yo!
Yeah, I would agree with you. I think her design fits more of a warm climate, like a very warm climate. But at the same time, also, I think she kind of takes. We talk about the wooification of it, right? The competing with the waifu slap a woowa. She feels like a woowa character to me in terms of her like design language and kind of overt sexuality. I know there's gonna be a lot of people who really like that, but you know, to me, there's a reason why I fell in love with Genshin, and that was because it didn't feel like every other gacha on the market. And now it's beginning to feel like every other gacha on the market.
Wukong says, welcome, Crims. We missed you. Yo, Crims said, I returned to Genshin only because of Varka.
Yeah, let's go. That's literally okay. So Crims, listen to me, brother. I'm only playing Genshin because of Varka. The second I C6 rank 1 him, level 100 him, if I get lucky on some of the constellations, I'm like probably gonna play with him, maybe one patch and then quit, bail, uninstall, be done with the game. I have no further plans to play a game that doesn't have any real gameplay and you know has completely put its story on the back burner to sell a product instead.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Krim, have you played it yet? Have you played the quest yet? Nah.
If you have, no spoilers, please.
Yeah.
We're gonna crash out big.
Right,
you're gonna hear us crash out while we drink.
Start, dude. I've got enough already.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm ready. I'll run up to fucking embark on the new journey. Inefa, the clanker, dude.
Oh, my cutscene. I'm gonna.
Yep, -2. We'll have to pause when we're.
Yeah. Hey, Inefa. Right? Oh.
Sorry to keep you waiting from Paimon.
Oh,
1 second. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't even plan to C6 him. I just need him in his weapon, and I'm guaranteed in both. And no, I have just started, so it's fine. Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I mean, I've been saving for, I guess, 2 years almost now. I have like close to 1,000 rolls, so C6ing him is not going to be a big deal. But I've always planned to C6 him since 1.0. Well, it was more like 1.1 when I kind of noticed some of the like text and stuff alluding to his character. So I've been a fan since the beginning of the game. But yeah, that's besides the fact. Another prediction. One of the things that I really hate about the direction of Genshin's writing is that they're writing Paimon out of the game more and more. I suspect that we're going to see more Paimon hate like that. Like, oh, Paimon just can't come with us. Oh, Paimon will stay behind. Like, what happened to the days where Paimon was literally like almost in tears because she couldn't leave our side? So
Who says
I expect that too.
C6R1? Wow. He enjoys the climb, but doesn't matter the summit.
Yeah, exactly. And then on top of that too, we'll probably do a stream where I'm gonna be farming artifacts for him. I've got like 203 like resin crescents
Holy
to spend.
shit.
So I'm gonna try to get
Alright.
the absolute like top
Alright.
end.
Alright.
So hopefully we can be in the like the top 1% of the C6 Varka club, and then I'll just get off and uninstall the game.
Krim said, low-key, outside of Varka, I think I might just go for Alice or Nicole because I really enjoy the witch's lore.
Oh, see, I think the witches are pure slop, and I hate the witches. But you do you. I think witches I would say, I would even say pre-Fontaine, like, but more so pre 5.0. Like, the witches were okay, but they became a lot more slop and like the power gap increased too much, too quickly, and like one of the things that I can point out to anyone who's listening.
Alright, pause.
Yeah, what's up?
Keep talking, but we'll auto because I know this is just gonna be.
Oh
fodder.
yeah.
This is
You're
just gonna
sure.
be text fodder. Alright, 3, 2, 1, auto.
こんにちは。
Um,
気象を分析したところ、これから数日は晴
The
天
whale
が続きます。
3, 2,
船旅
1,
には
click.
最適。今回もこれまでみたいに
Bro!
誰にも挨拶せずに行っちゃうのか？
3, 2, 1, click.
ひひ。実はここに来る途中、
Okay.
ちょうど知り合いに会って
anyway,
さ。
yeah, think back when the Archons were like the bosses, remember? Like when they were actually powerful and they had to win their seats, like they had to beat other gods to get their power. And basically they're like nothing now. And that's just bad writing. Not to say that the Hex and Zircle weren't always powerful, but like it's gotten to the point where it's just like it almost feels like they're just either writer self-inserts or like a means to an end to push a direction in the writing. I'm also not a huge fan of Alice's design, but like that's my own bias.
Krim said, okay, I get you. I like the concept of witches, but the way Genshin works, it is a bit weird. Like, have you seen Rindo Tier? What are they doing?
True. Well, I think if you like witches, it's a shame that the game didn't continue its fantasy theming, because definitely like the 1.0 Mondstadt Liu era, like you had some good potential for some like nice, kind of isekai style medieval witches and like that kind of theming.
We're going sci-fi now, baby. We're
sorry.
We're going to space. We've been going to space since that fucking key, dude.
But if you like witches, you may want to, on like a rerun banner, pick up a Klee or 2 Klees and get the outfit. That's a pretty witchy outfit. And then run like a her, Mona, and then like your other Hex and Zircle members if you want.
Yeah. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Anyway.
お前がもうすぐ灘くらいに行くと聞いてな。
Queen Day
Oh, good,
Night
パイモン
YouTube.
に出発の日を前もって教えてくれと頼んでおいたんだ。
Yeah, I don't think we've yeah.
Hello.
Welcome.
They said
Hello. You're gonna hear us crash out, I'm sure. If you've never been here before, you're probably gonna you may even if you disagree with us, that's great. We want to hear your opinion. Like if you say, "Wow, Shambler, you're a complete fool, moron, idiot," like you can even drop an R word in there. Like I'm more than happy to debate or talk about it. No problems. Also, Paimon sticking the tongue out. New animation.
Yeah.
See that?
Krim says, being completely honest, neither Fontaine nor Noncar really doesn't follow fantasy, but more steampunk. But I kind of really like the vibes in general.
I think the only reason why Fontaine even half works is because I don't know if you played during 1.0, but like since 1.0, Fontaine was kind of established as the industrial nation, like the one that has the highest level of industrialization. So it was kind of expected when we arrived there. But ever since then, it's just gotten more and more and more.
And there's no spaceships or anything like that, dude. Like,
yeah, there's no spaceships, and I would argue too that the theming is more in line with the like kind of pseudo magical world as well. It's a little bit more. It leans a little bit more fantasy, but Nalan definitely shook things up with how modern everything was, and then Nodcry. I mean, obviously, this is the hot take. Nodcry was never meant to exist. It's simply there to create space and rewrite the entire game.
What happened in 6 years, dude? Alright.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1,
Anyway.
click. Let's get out of my face, Paimon. Get that tongue out of my face.
I feel like I already need a pregame. Like,
I'm already drinking my pregame, dude.
yeah,
I'm already drinking my pregame. Crim
Oh,
said...
of course, dude. Malvika, of course, guys. She's got to show up.
Crim said in all caps. Okay, talking about the spaceships. That pissed me off so bad. Since the start, it was said that both siblings were stars. They never said anything about spaceships.
Boy, it's almost like that's just been thrown the fuck in. Yeah, you should have heard my crash out. I think it took, what, 20 minutes?
No, it was a whole hour of crash out.
Yeah, so I crashed out a whole hour over that line, Crims. I'll just let you know that, you know, like, trust me, I have a lot to say. There's a lot of people who will defend it. One of the things they might say is they'll use, like, the beta, for instance. Well, it was in the beta. Yeah, but the beta's not canon. If the beta was canon, the Archons would be different, etc., etc. Yeah, and, like, I think the thing that's really weird about somebody who may like the idea of the spaceship is that they must not have the capability. They might be so simple-minded that they don't have the capability of understanding a fantasy setting that doesn't like use real laws of physics. Like there doesn't have to be space outside of Tevyat. Tevyat could be just like a micro galaxy that's just in a void, right? Like it's fantasy. And like I never assumed that the travelers just like fly around in the emptiness of space. They probably teleport and fly at the speed of light. Like I mean, come on. Like it's their name is the Traveler, right? Like they're supposed to be able to move around at high speeds or get around somehow. So yeah, the spaceship drop just out of nowhere after 5 years was just the most like blatant.
Yeah, it's
and
like
then I mean
they just rewrote the whole
so much.
Like,
there's so much
sequence.
rewriting in that entire quest. Like even down to mocking the name of the Abyss. Like, oh, haha. Who would pick what a typical name for a bad guy. Like, okay. So personally, my overall take, Crims, is that the writing of this game is no longer being written by the main writer. It is being written either by an intern or someone who works within the Honkai world instead, the Honkai setting, and they're trying to eventually wrap this game into the Honkai world. Because for the longest time, this was the only title that was amongst Hoyoverse that was standalone. And personally, I think it's because the original director was Kai Hayoyu, I think is how I don't know how you pronounce it, but Kai was the one who led the project up until he stopped leading in Sumeru. But if you know anything about game development, the like development time is like about a year behind, so he probably was there developing alongside a little bit of Fontaine, but must have left halfway through. That's why Fontaine, for as good as it is, feels a little bit janky, especially towards the end, and with some of the delivery. There's some things that feel like kind of a miss, and I think it's because he stepped down. And ever since then, I think Dawe has been completely in charge, and unfortunately, he's got a big ego, is my personal opinion, and he wants Genshin to be part of the Honkai world, when previously it was stated it was not. But that's just me, like, completely, you know, that's my own headcanon, so I can't confirm or deny that.
Bro, I wasn't even playing the game during that time. When I saw people commenting about it on Twitter, I generally thought it was fake. God, I hope they don't wrap ZZZ in that Honkai world because they'd freaking suck.
Oh, I can already tell you they will.
They will. They will.
The point is that I believe what Hoyoverse manned by Dawei is trying to do is they're trying to create multiple games that all tie in together. It's the same thing that Riot does with League and all their other games. They try to keep them all together in like a single package, a single world.
They're trying to be Marvel.
Right, because I'm sure there's numbers out there that show that that's successful, but
Yeah.
ever since they've started doing that, Genshin has been on the decline, so
Alright.
here you go.
3,
But they're also at the behest of the Chinese Communist Party, so I mean, what can you
3,
do?
2, 1, click.
ぜひご一緒させていただきます
Crim said,
シ
this
ロリン
isn't
さんは
Marvel. Why do
私
we
に
have
効くマッサージを
multiverses?
熟知されておりますので
Because everything's got to have a
Because
multiverse,
it's
Crims,
cheap.
unfortunately.
Because
非
it's
常に高
cheap
スコア
and
となっ
like
ています
easy
ロ
to
ボットも
do
マッサージが好き
to write
なんだな
to just have multiverses.
Yeah.
いや
It's
それと
also,
も
think
シロ
about
リンが
development
あ
time.
まりに
If
ロ
you
ボッ
think
トを
about
知り
like,
尽く
oh,
してる
well,
の
we
か
have
な
this
なら
character,
ここで立ち
Kanish.
話を続けるのもな
He's already been introduced and kind of
早
has
速
a
会場
story.
に行くとしよう
Our players who are players of Genshin already kind of know him. We can introduce him into another property without having to build upon him too much. We already have an existing design we only have to sort of tweak, and we may even have an existing model that we can just work right off of. So it means it saves development costs and development time to work within that, like, you know, those specific characters that you already may have.
What are we doing here?
It's kind of like with Pokemon. Ever since Pokemon has gone into 3D, they haven't like remade their models. They're like sticking with the models because they want them to last as long as they can, even though they look horrible and the animations suck.
What is happening here?
Please don't tell me we just like teleported to not cry.
どうしたの
あの者た
Like
ち
I
は
want,
出
I,
発したよ
I.
Oh, okay.
That's definitely Syndrome.
私の演算通りね今回は私自らこの変数と会うことにするわ
Yeah, we're the variable, the descender. But we know that. Okay, so we're taking a boat there. Okay, that's fine. I don't like the fact that it's not connected in any way. It's just teleport. Recently, that's been feeling really bad. The most recent event island felt really bad. I still swam to it, but boy did that suck.
今回のその瞬間
This
は
boat looks like
バッグにある
trash.
最後のチビリオビスケットを食べ終わった時だったな
It'll do. It'll do, pig. It'll do.
もっと送別会のナタグルメをお持ち帰りしとけばよかったぜつまりパイモン
Yeah,
さん
our
は
running
2
joke is
分
that
40秒前の甘さ
Varka's
表
two
を
lines is going to be
ナドクラ
kept
イ
you
とナ
waiting.
タの
Huh?
境界線と定義した
Yeah,
とい
we
うこ
think
と
he's
で
gonna
しょ
pull
うか
a
これは私の
really
所持している
aura farming
公式データ
moment,
とは
but
一致しま
at
せ
the
ん
same time, I'm
承知の
prepared to be
話だぞ
extremely disappointed.
お前はどうだ
What the heck? I didn't select anything. It just autoed. Did that happen
What?
to
確かにそれもあるな
It
意味はどう
did!
だ
you? Yeah, what the fuck? Dude,
ナドクライから
this is a just okay. Take a drink. I wouldn't say it's shot worthy, but take a drink. The game's cutting corners more and more. The development time will be sacrificed. It'll get sloppier and sloppier. You'll notice the translations will get worse and worse.
にある
Just
月
took a
のこ
drink.
とかいえ私が言っているのはあパイモンさん 旅人さん着
Delicioso.
きましたよ
Look at that
Oh, there's
bird.
whales.
ナドクライへようこそいらっしゃいました
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, this camera angle is making me fucking sick.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, 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 oh.
Alright. I already have a criticism of this area.
It looks like
It
shit.
just, you want to look? It looks like shit. You want to know what it reminds me of?
What?
Tower Fantasy.
Yeah.
Same rundown, garbage. Like everything is made out of scrap, kind of look.
そうです
Could this really be? Oh, are we already starting with the spaceship slop?
Oh, dude, you're a bit ahead of me. Oh,
I think I'm a couple seconds ahead of you.
じゃあここにもきっとご
I'll
当地
pause
も
when
の
we're.
が
I'll wait for you to when we get to the next
well,
like
if it even
dialogue.
lets us
Please.
pause.
どうしたんだ
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm crashing out.
パイモン
I'm gonna pause. You know where to pause, dude. You already know where to pause. I'm gonna have to take a
ティ
fucking
レット
shot.
に降り立った時
First of all, spoken dialogue. Try to make it seem more important. This is where our spaceship landed. Landed? It landed? Okay, let's just talk about this for a moment.
What happened to the
What
beach?
happened? No, dude. What happened to since I've gotten here? My power has been taken away from me. That's why I can't leave. So your power is just a fucking spaceship? No, of course not. It's been rewritten. The game is rewritten.
Krim says
No one
TVH
cares.
Not Cry kind of explains why it looks like it, and it kind of understandable, but still, the spaceship side story pisses me off. Well, you know what, Crims?
Listen here. We won't take your apology or your apologetics here. No, it's fine. I mean, I'm sure it does explain it. I'm sure it's like put together because it's, you know, a shithole. But like, you know, it doesn't make it any better. All right, you ready to take your shot, brother?
I'm right
This'll
here.
help. You know what? This might ease some of the crashing out in the future.
This is where our spaceship landed.
Because I'm not
Hey,
an
remember
angry
when we
drunk,
started
so-
playing, dude? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I
no.
remember. You know, okay, let me ask you, mind's eye. When you imagined the travelers arriving to Teviat, how did you imagine them
They
arriving?
crash landed to the beach, and then she was hungry, and then fucking pissed on Paimon.
No, physically. Use,
Physically?
like, use descriptive language. How do the travelers arrive to Teviat?
They arrive in Teviat because they fucking got swallowed by the fucking unknown god, and then got separated.
Ooh, okay.
They got Kingdom Hearts fall into the fucking ocean.
Okay, yeah, see? Okay, that's a little bit more fantasy. I always imagined it like they're flying through some, like, you know, unfathomable void, whatever, like a fantasy space, and then, like you said, maybe they get some sort of, like, signal, or they want to visit that place,
Yeah.
but as they enter Teviat's, like, gravity, they're pulled in. Once they're pulled in, their powers are, like, weakened. They can no longer, like, you know, supersonic out of there. They're now forced and bound to the laws. They fight, they do whatever, and then they're stuck, right? And so then we've been, like, building our way up to be able to get away. But now instead we just have a spaceship key that we just have to find our spaceship.
Vast
and
741 is here. This is... I'm gonna dox you, dude. This is the Terrence, dude. This is where...
This is the Terrence?
This is the Terrence.
This is where Terrence, the name, came from?
Yes, dude.
Okay.
He's watching right now. What's up, brother?
Well, welcome.
We're gonna drink
Welcome. We're
because
probably
they
gonna
rewrote
crash
lore.
out.
Alright, I got my shot. Ready?
I'm ready, dude. Cheers. This is to Genshin Impact, new working title, Song of the Welcome Moon. Any more
Hey, I have
obvious that they're
vodka. I'm
rewriting the
shotting
game?
Vodka, dog. It's early. Well, yeah. I'm American drinking, dude. I'm American drinking.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
8 p.m. here.
All right,
All right,
3,
ready?
2, 1.
Holy shit. That's some very, very good whiskey.
Baby.
I had some straight, it was like straight bourbon whiskey, single flask, on Mia's birthday. That was so strong. It had a good flavor, but it was so strong that like it was like my whole mouth like got numb, if that makes
Terrence
sense.
said, fuck me this early. It's only 11 a.m. XD. Krim says, bro drank so hard it crashed my live stream. I'm sorry, dog.
That's a good omen. Whenever, so here's some lore between all of us. Anytime crashing occurs, you know it's gonna be a good one. You know the cameras are rolling. You know it's gonna be a good one. So
That is actually
Expect
true.
yeah.
This is the hidden lore. This is the hidden YouTube lore. Dude, if something fucks up bad, even on your end, Crims, it means something's gonna go really bad.
Yeah, something is gonna really, really happen. So enjoy the ride. Buckle up.
I'm already fucking feeling it. All right, 3,
Alright, I'm
2,
ready.
1, auto.
Huh?
Uh,
Oh, how come you've never mentioned that before? Seems pretty important to Paimon.
We literally talked about it 2 Archon quests ago.
My memories are really hazy.
でもこの土地に足を踏み入れた瞬間
What?
何か
Oh, that's just
Why did you
so,
wake up with
convenient.
bro, dude? What
So
are you talking
convenient.
about?
Convenient, dude. Convenient.
ですか
Kuvaki.
Kuvaki.
あなたの感じた力はこの地の人々に空爆と呼ば
Oh
れ
my
るもの
god! I'm crashing out again, dude. We need a second fucking shot already, dude. A bit like Phlogiston too, dude. They know. They're like, oh fuck it, dude. We're just gonna write the game from now on. Okay, next region, Shishnaya. We need another Phlogiston. We need another mechanic to sell characters. Call it Crystallice. It's a cold variant of pure primordial form,
really funny?
elemental energy, and it's darkness.
You know what's really funny?
Fuck me,
when
dude.
I was watching
Fuck
the
off.
trailers, I was just like, Kuvaki, this looks like gravity, bro.
Dude, Kavaki.
Krim says,
A bit like Phlogiston.
Krim
Fuck
says, I've
off,
been
dude.
thinking, outside of Genshin, how are you guys feeling about the new ZZZ and HSR drift marketed characters?
Okay. I'll say my piece and then you can talk about it a little bit
Yeah.
more since you have a
I'm gonna
bit
pour
more
my
of
shot
like a.
because you fucking screamed.
Yeah. Sorry.
Stop crashing out, dude. We're gonna fuck.
Yeah, sorry. Krim, so I played a little bit of ZZZ and I enjoyed it up until they basically changed the whole team out and remade the entire fucking game from the ground up. I actually enjoyed the like kind of story-centric vibe of the game. I enjoyed the very extremely low power level of the characters. It felt nice and rooted. The gameplay felt kind of unique. But eventually along the line, the gameplay started to kind of fall apart for me in terms of its repetition. And then the amount of content was very low. And then they released Miyabi. And I think ever since they released Miyabi and they started rewriting the game has started to fall apart. And it feels more like a gacha. It feels more predatory, etc., etc., etc. It's definitely extremely Gooner. It always has been. They've always marketed it that way. So, I mean, I can't, like, really shit on that too much, but it's not for me. Even though I'm a heterosexual male, you know, I don't need to be playing like goon content to have fun. I'm sorry. That's one of the reasons why I like Genshin's like character designs, because they're not too goonery. But in terms of Honkai Star Rail, I've never touched the game. I watched Unlucky play it physically, like he was streaming it for me day one, and I was literally falling asleep in call. It's not for me. I can hardly even call it a game. So I can't really like give you a varied opinion besides like the point of view that I have on ZZZ. And that's just like, I would just give you this, like, I think Hoyoverse as a whole is really screwing up. And I think that the gacha market as a whole too, outside of Hoyoverse, is like kind of miserable right now. I think people are like,
they're following
they just don't have,
Hoyoverse, too.
yeah, right. I think that the problem is that you had someone like Kai Haoyu, who was a visionary, who had like a really strict vision on how he wanted Genshin to be, and that's what made it successful, because it was kind of an outlier despite all the constant battles it was having, like Tower Fantasy, WoWa, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Now I feel like Genshin is following suit, following the other trends to try to keep up, when its own identity was what was leading the pack. Its own vision was leading the pack. But yeah, people don't have money anymore, and I think gacha and like live service games are just kind of like flopping. Like you look at just the numbers and how well something like Silksong is doing, which is an independent developer. It's a cheap price. Like a lot of people are playing that and having fun. By no means do I think like games will disappear, but I do think economically a lot of first world nations are really suffering, and because of that you're going to see issues with games and entertainment. So I hope that kind of answers your question. I know I probably didn't answer it well enough, but I hope that kind of gives you maybe a broader understanding of things, and then I'll leave it to Unlucky to give a more detailed approach on those, because I don't really know.
Crims, Triple Z, I hate every character that gets fucking dripped marketed as fucking waifu. I hate them. Like, okay, Jane Doe, amazing. But you know why? Because she doesn't want to fuck MC. Right?
I also
then-
think too, at that time it was like there weren't. I mean, they were releasing a lot of waifus, but at that time especially, we were like banking that they'd release like more furries and interesting characters. Like the
Exactly.
game was built on that,
Yeah.
the design style, and now they just release waifu.
Yeah,
after
it was the
waifu.
creativity. We were literally banking on the creativity. But now, literally, it's like every female character literally wants to fall in love with you. It's literally woo-woo, and it's making me fucking sick. HSR.
Yeah.
This connects to what Terrence has literally just commented right now. Yeah, that's why I stopped playing HSR. You need to keep up with getting new characters to keep up so aids. Though at the same time, I only played HSR for Kafka. Dude, HSR, literally, quite literally now, because they release the main DPS and then the main support afterwards, and then the main healer afterwards after that, it's so fucked because you literally, like, oh yeah, we're gonna release the best in slots in the fucking row. So you literally cannot keep up. Unless you have to sacrifice.
Well, cough, cough. Genshin is turning that way, by the way. I don't know if you guys are free to play playing this game, but Genshin's even more scummy. They're releasing the support first, and then the DPS associated with it. So they released Escoffier, and then released Skirk. They released Inefa first, and now they're releasing Lauma first.
Yeah,
and then
that
it'll be
really
Flint's,
pumps up
and then
the
Nefa.
FOMO. Because you're like, oh, what
Yes.
if they really need this? What
Right.
Crim says,
Luckily
bro,
for me, since I'm C6ing Varka, I won't have to worry about supports, but yeah, like, it's really tough.
Grim says, bro, I'm not playing HSR right now, but as well because of the whole situation, besides the whole Amphorius storyline, doesn't have a lot of sense if you have no knowledge of in Honkai Impact. Exactly, dude! I'm sorry.
Yep.
Listen, Amphorius is so bad, bro.
Should we take a double shot since you're crashing out
I'm
over
gonna go add
HSR?
most of this, bro. Fuck off. Why are you making me crack
Yep.
about HSR, Crims? You make me fucking fucked up.
It's
dude.
alright, it's alright. We're
adding
gonna get
more,
fucked
adding
up
more,
here. It's
adding
alright.
more.
Yep, I'm adding more. I'm adding more. We'll take
God.
a double here.
Alright, let's fucking just take this because I can't fill this up anymore. 3, 2,
Yep,
1.
you're good. Alright.
Oh, I really
You're
need a
raw
chaser.
dogging vodka?
I really need a chaser.
I was
dude.
gonna say, you need a chaser, dude. At least mine is flavorful and, like, it has some depth and body and, like...
I told you.
I mean-
vodka. Oh my god. Crib said, as for Triple Z, it's a game I enjoy back because I kind of like the gameplay and characters, but you don't understand how fucking angry I was when Monado dripped as a rank. Even fucking JP fandom was angry about it. Yes, this is the
That's the
wolf
unfortunate
boy.
reality.
Yes, because
Yeah,
it's a
I-
boy.
And I also heard too, the reason why people like were so upset isn't that because he's like a husbando who's built. It's because he was like an actual good character in the story, like had good arcs and like he was expected to be kind of an S rank because of his like involvement in the
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, he was a knight in shining armor, but yeah, it's not a fucking girl.
Right. Well, I'll just say this. I'll say this, and obviously, like, I don't think it's gonna happen, but I could see a world where it does. There is a world out there where they make Varka a standard banner character.
Yeah.
I
Some
don't think
multiverse
it's
out
gonna
there, dude.
happen, but with the way things are going in terms of like, because you have to remember that Honkai as a property initially was all girls. Right? It's like it was a waifu
Exactly, it
roller,
was
typical
all
gacha waifu roller.
Honkai Impact was
So
all
the
girls.
Dawe has his eyes and his sight on that commercial prospect. Like, oh, we want the waifu rollers. We want those guys to be
Yeah, because they have the
playing our
money.
games.
Yeah.
But the thing that they don't realize, and this is the thing that I think really hurts Genshin as a whole, Genshin's most profitable moments was when it had a nice 50-50 split between the waifus and husbandos. Because I think Kai Haoyu understood that if you can have a 50-50 split, you have a broader market, and you may not have as many spenders, but you have more people who are willing to buy things like Welkin, right? They might not spend 100 or whale on their specific character, but they're willing to pay $5 every single month, right?
I see.
And then you're pleasing multiple avenues, and I'm just gonna say this, okay? It's a bit of psychology out there. I don't want to offend anybody who's listening, but women typically are more sensitive to advertisement, and because of that, psychologically, they tend to buy more merchandise, and they tend to step out of just the game or the media that they're in. So in other words, they're the ones you can market hoodies and clothes and plushies and whatever else to, and that makes you a whole lot more money than just making a game and banking on gacha. So
Terrence said, back to HSR. It's like each prize is so hard to play with old characters, so you have to roll for new characters or have it maxed characters, so either way you spend money. Yes.
Yep.
Power
creep, baby.
Terrence, we've talked about this before. It's a need gacha. If you don't know what that is, it's basically you need to keep up. Want gachas is where you actually get to play who you want. There's no really like there's no incentive to power creep, but there is. But it's so like you can still play.
It's so minimal. Yeah, there's so minimal. Like Genshin used to be this way. Back before Natlan really like bumped the power creep out of like disproportionate amounts. Basically, Genshin was a game where the exploration was the game, right? Your new nation that drops was the game. That was the bulk of the gameplay. So you didn't need to roll for characters. You could play your favorites. And that was something that was heralded as like a selling point of the game. Jump in, play this free-to-play game. It has a massive world to explore. And guess what? Yeah, you might miss out on some Primogems doing the high-end content like Abyss and whatever else. But like it's such a minuscule amount of reward.
Yeah, it's 2 rolls.
That it doesn't matter if you don't need to roll for those characters. Now they are introducing more and more game modes that have FOMO rewards, like the name card incident recently, that requires you to have that power level. It requires you to have that gimmick. They're designing bosses instead of like them having a gimmick that multiple characters can resolve. It's specifically tailored to that specific character that is released, like the day that they release the boss or the patch they release the boss. It's become more and more like pigeonholed and a lot more scummy. So I would almost argue that Genshin is, and especially with the way that they've changed exploration has become a lot more linear. I haven't played through Nodcry yet, but just seeing some like screenshots and stuff, it looks even more linear, way more like a disguised hallway of sorts. That basically once you strip that element out, now the game is incentivizing you to play these end game activities, right? You hear like, well, what's the end game? There doesn't need to be an end game to all games, but that's what they're going to push you to, and the only way you can keep up is if you keep rolling for characters. So you're going to find that these lunar reactions are going to be really important for your Abyss cycles, for your Imaginarium Theater, for your whatever the other one is called, which I don't even participate in either. But those are going to be important if they release more endgame modes. You'll be sure that they will include mechanics that are tied to specific characters that you have to specifically acquire to keep up.
You won't get the buff. Yeah,
that's correct.
Krim says Monado was amazing in the story. He literally sacrificed himself in one of the stories, but no A rank because of man. Please, have you seen the leakers saying it was the same guy that said Risley and Lolly were standards? And then Terrence, back to HSR. To be honest, I believe this is about the woman stuff and its continuation. To be honest, I believe woman well just as hard as man. Have you seen Love in Deep Space? And Krim said to the woman stuff, exactly, I'm indeed a woman, and like, if Monado was S rank, I'd spend a lot of money for him and his weapon, but now I'm just existing in that game. I feel like not even marketing team knows what to do. Finon, which is Kevin from HSR, was literally the most sold character ever in HSR, and Nouvellette was as well for months. Yes.
Yes, okay. A couple different points here. So the first one about the standardization of Risley and so okay. On this channel, we call it dreaming or dreamers when they talk about leaks or leaking, because you can't really talk about those. But I always knew that the standard leaks for Riesly were off because I'd seen his concept art and he looked like a boxer or a pugilist. And I figured, nah, he's not going to be a spear physical cryo user. He's just not going to be. So I just knew right off the bat that the dreams were false. But something about leakers and dreamers and like just general like hypothesis on characters, take it with an immense grain of salt because these people, like, they monetize that and they don't really know what they're talking about. Most of the time they have no idea. I've already seen Nefa's kit. She basically just looks like Jane Doe but green. So if that is something that you enjoy, you might enjoy that. But she's definitely very reliant on Lauma. So again, pull the support first. You got to get the support, and then you can play with the DPS.
Exactly.
But yeah. So if you're interested in husbandos and like this idea that they sell, you're absolutely correct. So Love and Deep Space recently won like some big awards, and they've like recently been doing really well financially. And there's this really funny picture of Dawe like at those awards, kind of like shrunken. Like you can kind of see him like he's kind of like, oh yeah, because you have to remember that it's part of the same. Like I believe that Love and Deep Space is part of like Hoyoverse as a whole. I would say for you then, Crims, listen, there may be a light at the end of the tunnel. If you play Love and Deep Space, more power to you. Light at the end of the tunnel. As Hoyoverse drags their properties in more into the Honkai space, that Love and Deep Space may feature characters like Riesly or Varka or other husbandos just put in a modern setting. They'll share the same visual cues.
Krim said, okay, I need you guys to continue the story because I need you guys' reaction to Varka in this update. One thing I can say is that he was everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
That says nothing, and I can't wait to crash out. That tells me that I'm a fucking crash out. All right, he's literally like
fucked up.
Like, listen, Crims, I don't think you understand. I am arguably. I'm sure there's probably people out there that probably share the same level of fervor or fandom over Varka. Since like 1.1, I've been piecing together headcanons for this character ever since reading the descriptions on the Wolf's Gravestone. Like, I mained Razor. I didn't even care if he was a 4-star. He was a 5-star in the beta. I didn't care. I was like, F it. I'm using Razor because he's fun, he's cool, he's wolf-themed. And then I, start piecing together the lore. I'm like, dude, this Varka guy sounds amazing. He sounds like he's Artorias from Dark Souls. I want to play as this guy. When's he releasing? I've been saving ever since. Obviously, occasionally I pick up a character that I like. I picked up Yellen. I really like Yellen. I like the kind of femme fatale spy, glow-in-the-dark, special ops waifu.
That's why
and then I picked Riesly.
For Jane Doe.
Right. Exactly. I rolled for Jane Doe when we played ZZZ for the same reason. And then I rolled on Riesly's banner for different reasons that are more personal. But yeah, I've been saving since then, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't think he was ever meant to be playable. I don't think any of the characters that you see in Nodcry today were supposed to be playable. I think they were going to be characters that were used for story or in the background, but I don't think they were ever meant to be playable.
Okay. 2 things. Wukong's back in chat. All true with Razor. I was there when the story was written. Haha, when I beat up Bennett. And then Krim said, I've always found Varka really interesting since the start, but at the same time, I was like, damn, is he even inferior ever? And then Nodcry update showed the beautiful man himself, so we back. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I was like holding out hope. I was like, well, all they got to do is just show me him. They just show me him, then I'll be sure to save for C6, right? And they did.
We were surviving
like,
on crumbs for 5 years.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yep. Literally surviving on crumbs for 5 years and headcanons. Headcanons and crumbs. So, alright, yeah. A bit like phlogiston, and I'm just gonna continue to grit my teeth
Dude,
at that.
you need
All right,
to
let's
stop.
go. Just go. I'm ready, dude.
I can feel it in my stomach. 3, 2, 1, click.
はい、私
Oh, is that so? The Primordial Sea? Are you telling me that it's similar to, whatchamacallit too? I don't think it is, but... Okay.
Who said? But Merrick, we already have Varka already in Star Rail. It's called Aventurine.
I would say that, like, this is the problem. Here, we can pause. I'm talking about the Light Realm, Lord of the Night mentioned, whatever. Honestly, I'm gonna be alright. If you came to this stream looking for my lore perspective, that's out the window. Ever since Natlan, and especially the most recent in EverQuest and some of the other quests prior to that, I've kind of written off the story. I used to be really, really hardcore into the lore, like pick through every single little tiny piece of information, and I had a pretty good idea of like kind of what was going on. But because they're rewriting the story, I don't really care that much anymore. It'll be kind of interesting to see how they loop stuff in, but for the most part, none of it really matters.
Who says we have Rich Varka at home?
Yeah, Rich Varka at home. I would say that like the issue with Varka's design is because he was never meant to be. This is another issue that I have with Hoyoverse as a whole. Because they use an AI that's trained on Honkai Star Rail, they just use that same AI to generate the newest characters.
Yeah.
So that's why they're gonna kind of look similar. I don't think. Looking at them side by side, the only thing that he really borrows from in terms of adventuring is his color scheme. But the rest of his outfit, yeah, his outfit is more akin to something that you would see actually in this game, and it looks more like he's pieced together from like Riesli and some of the other male characters. Like he shares some of the design language from them. Yeah, I mean. It is what it is. I always expected him to be a little bit more like old and grizzled, but
he said. Wu says, I thought he was supposed to be a big older dude, like a bearded brute, lovable big man. That's what I thought we were getting. Yeah.
I never expected bearded, but I definitely expected older and built, like with like a gruff kind of like appearance, like this guy who's like the lovable veteran. But that doesn't sell, and I never. That was always like. Headcanon, best case scenario. When they revealed his design, I was kind of like, okay, I don't hate it because to me it's kind of like I can see it being popular amongst like the Chinese audience and stuff.
Yeah, Dilf, Dilf
and
is a very niche,
very niche,
and Asian woman.
Yes, very niche. The thing that I think sold it for me, despite his younger appearance, is the fact that Gintoki is his voice actor. So I already know that it's going to be a chef's kiss performance. Yeah, exactly. That'll help sell it. So all right.
2, 1, auto.
It's since I set foot in Teyat. Oh boy, the same power.
Krim said, I was hoping for an older appearance. He was literally somewhat close to Krapus, and Varka still looks the same age as Diluc. He's still pretty, but I wish he was just more older looking. Well, why is my game just like clicking out? Hello?
I don't know. I guarantee you, Krims, they'll probably have some timey-wimey magic that will be like, oh yeah, Varka's actually like 1,000 years old, and oh, and the Knight of Boreas is not a it's not an inherited title. It's just him being reincarnated every so often, and he's actually always been the Knight of Boreas, and he's actually like 1,000 years old. And he's like, you know, they'll play it off, I'm sure, because like I read some of the character bios. I usually read the character bios after the patch comes out, and Flynn's is like he's like a fae or like a magical being. He's LARPing as a human. And so, like, you know, oh, he's LARPing as a human, you know, blah, 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 blah.
Terrence said,
What's up? What's up?
yeah, but aged women love hot young boy band type guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's hard, right? You got to have a little bit of a market for each. You know.
Who said Flynn's is Spiritube?
He's Spiritomb. Yeah. He's a Pokemon.
Yeah, gotcha.
Kind of an underrated
okay,
Pokemon.
that one. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Underrated, but definitely cool.
So yeah, Terrence said, like, love in deep space, best example, no older men. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm afraid you probably won't get any either.
Krim said in reference to Terrence saying that he ain't lying. Have you guys seen Scaramouche's fandom? They are insane. Dude, alright.
I mean, Scaramouche is one of the most polarizing characters out there. He has like some of the biggest, like absolute most devoted fans and the biggest haters out there. So more power to it.
3, 2, 1, click.
Also, there was a grammar error there.
I didn't even fucking notice. But yeah, the Scaramouche cats did crazy.
Yup.
Oh, Woo! If you get a YouTube chat, Woo, Terrence is there. Terrence is watching. All right, 3, 2, 1, click.
There was also a mountain. So what I've grasped from this so far is I'm just gonna expect that if they want to like pull a fast one on the people, they'll be like, oh, by the way, yeah, it's here in Notcry. Just kidding, the spaceship's actually on the moon. We gotta go to the moon.
Oh, I can't wait to go to space, dude.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait.
Sky, crazy.
Yeah, I remember when the False Sky felt like a fantasy thing, and it was connected to the Gnostic belief system, and it felt cool and magical and fantastical. Not anymore.
And we're paused, right?
It's just a computer, dude. It's just a computer.
This is a really good question. Krim said. Also, quick question. Ignoring the whole hot mess Genshin is right now, what Harbinger are you guys most interested in? I'm gonna be honest, I've always been interested in Pantalone or Redrigator.
Huh. Okay, so the Fatui ever since Inazuma, I would say, has been in like turmoil writing wise. So I would say I'm not hyped for any of them. I feel bad for Unlucky, who his account on this game is Archons and Fatui. So he rolls on those, and then saves for the most part. They've waifuified all the last ones. They keep, because you can't sell bad guys, so don't expect anything cool. He was somebody that I was kind of interested in as well, because as a fan of Yelan, you kind of know he has a beef with her. He seems like an interesting character in terms of some of the writing that's presented, but the problem with any of the writing that was presented before 5.0 is that none of it lines up or makes any sense when you look at the way like Scaramouche or Childe talk about the others. So it really, like, basically everything that you know about Pantalone could literally be thrown out the window tomorrow, and they'll just rewrite him as a different character.
Krim says, we gotta go to the moon. Reminds me of people making jokes. Varka acting like Gru from the first Despicable Me movie. Oh boy, I can already tell you're going to love, I say sarcastically, the 2 Harbingers in this update. Yeah. I mean, listen,
I already expected. I predicted it at the start of the stream that they're gonna waifuify him.
Listen.
I can't even imagine, because I already know that Columbina's barefoot, and I'm sure they're gonna be like, oh, look at her toes, look at her wiggling toes, look at this close-up shot of her foot. I'm sure.
Alcohol after 4 shots. Listen. Back to the question. The Harbinger I've always been interested in. Wu and Chandler know this from the bottom of their hearts, because I've crashed out about this on one of the streams before. Is Capitano.
Was Capitano.
Still is Capitano. But
you're holding out hope that they're gonna revive him.
As you know, he's dead. So, Like literally, the mysteriousness is so cool, and he's the first like one. What? It's so dumb that he would
Oh, I mean,
sacrifice
he was
himself.
totally rewritten. Totally.
He was
rewritten.
totally rewritten to just like, oh, I want to redeem myself by fucking killing myself. I want to do this for the Archon woman. Right. Krim said
Could you
that man
imagine
was
the amount
amazing.
I
Krim
know.
said that man was amazing in the storyline, and then nope, dead. Exactly.
Could you imagine if he showed up, stomped Malavika, stole the Gnosis, and then that was it? Like that was his show of power, show of strength. He's like, yeah, that's why I'm number 1 or number 2. Like he just shows up and just like destroys her and walks off. Like that would have been way more satisfying. And it's like, yeah, you're gonna have to wait until Shishnaya to get him, you know, because he's that powerful. But the thing is like something else I'm really pissed off about with the Fatui and the writing direction as of late. I hate this whole like, oh, all of the Fatui have their own individual aims. Like none of them are really allied with the actual Fatui. Like they've all got their own ulterior motives. They all have something that they want to do instead. It's like, how incompetent can you be? Hiring a bunch of like the highest level psychopaths and people who have the most immense strength on the planet or in the world, and they're all doing their own fucking thing instead of following your like rules and what you dictate them to do. Like how fucked up is that?
Krim said, I was so hoping he destroyed my Vuika because he's stronger than her. You cannot deny it. But no, we can't have someone who is stronger than an Archon. Listen.
No. It's not that you can't have someone stronger than an Archon. You can't have someone stronger than Malavika. That's it. She was the biggest Mary Sue character that they've ever created in this game.
Waifu, dude.
You have to sell her. All the other, like, the thing is, when you really look at the Archons in a vacuum, they're fucking like peanuts. They're ants. You look at the Sinners, you look at the other characters that have been introduced thus far, and it's like Archons. Oh yeah, those guys that had to fight like hundreds of gods to get the seat that they got from Celestia. Those guys are fucking jobbers. Those guys don't hold a candle to the like Lovecraftian horrors that are so much more powerful. And that's the issue with this game. Ever since, like, I would argue Fontaine, there's this like disconnect in power level, lore-wise.
Even the witches can beat a fucking Archon, bro. Like,
snap of a finger. Like it's not even.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta continue, dude.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Oh, Krim says, story-wise, the only Archons have more strength than both Venti and Zhongli because they love to keep it hidden for some fucking reason. Man, I wanted Zhongli to keep his primordial power so bad. Hey, listen, those are the only 2 good fucking Archons, bro. Let me just tell you.
Yeah, because they were written at a point in time where the game
because
still
they
had
were,
a direction.
Because literally those 2 are, like I said, they
were the old heads.
Yeah, they were the old heads. Literally the
heads.
only 2 that was written by the original writer.
They were the old. Well, I mean, like quite physically the old heads. Like,
yeah, exactly.
They were the last 2 out of the ones that still had their title. All the other gods were new, so that would explain why they might have inexperience or not as much battle prowess, right? And it's
Zhongli till this day is my favorite Archon, said Crims. Hey, listen.
I'm a Venti guy myself, but
yeah, we're both like freedom boys. But Zhongli is still like top contender, like pretty well, like still written really good.
I like Zhongli because he does a good job of kind of establishing Chinese tropes in terms of like character writing and character power level, while not being too overt and like over the top. Like he feels like a Chinese god, and he exemplifies that like that wisdom and kind of aloofness, and you know, he's cool. He's really cool. And I liked his contrasting to Venti, who was more lackadaisical, more like a Western god in that sense.
Alright.
I just got like 3 tips for this. Amazing bots. Should I care about any of this? What is this? Can help complete tasks. Okay, so it's just gimmicks. Bipolar objects. Okay.
What are you? Did you say click you both already?
Oh yeah, you said 3, 2, 1. Oh, I guess. It's alright, it's alright. Go ahead, go ahead. What is this?
境界線
The
を
fuck
越え
is
たよ
this?
うにですか？そうそう。イネフォは
Crim
理
said
解
it
が
could
早い
see
な。
you. I'm already fucked, Crims.
I mean, I'm glad that I'm
Did you
I'm glad
read-
that I've got a decent tolerance.
Did you
but-
read at last a chance to get to the bottom of all this, right? You already read that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I gotta go through.
じゃあ
Yeah, listen,
最高の
I've
態度
lost
と
all
して
my tolerance since I
あなた
stopped
くらい
drinking.
などくらいに到
Yeah.
着だ。
Nah, it's alright, Crims. It's not your fault, dude. Thank you for keeping audience engagement, dude.
No, yeah, we really, honestly, like, you have to understand, we could have easily just played this ourselves and, you know, both skipped through it and whatever else and, like, totally just didn't care. But the reason why we streamed it was we just figured it would be entertaining for others to watch us get upset and to drink ourselves silly. So, it's really, it's all for you guys. Like, feel free, like, you know, talk our ears off. We appreciate it regardless. So.
Who says he'll be like on the phone in like 20?
Okay.
Alright, cool. Alright, let's keep going. I'm on the cutscene here.
宇宙
It's
船
a
探しの
little,
依
it's a
頼を
little
出したり
fucking,
などく
it's
ら
a
いの情報を
little
もっと
silly.
集めた
Holy
りす
shit,
る
dude,
なら
I'm
やっ
fucked.
ぱ冒険者協会に行く
It's a
べきね。
Sealy?
It just occurred to Paimon if we're looking to put out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Ready?
Yeah. Yep.
3, 2, 1, auto.
冒険者協会はナシャタウ
The
ンにあり
guild
ます。
is located.
この道に沿って進めば大丈夫です。お、なんだあれ。
What do you mean?
空中
The
に
fucking
ふ
Sealy,
わふわ浮か
dude.
んでて
Yeah.
Yes, there you
鮮
go.
明によく似てるけど。
Duh.
あれは
Duh.
ナドくらいにしか
No,
いない
dude, that's a
別の生き物
Kunhenki.
です
It's not a Sealy, dude. It's a Kunhenki.
あるのか
It's a fucking gravity ceiling,
蒼
dude.
月の子と呼ばれるこの地の原住民によれば、月齢は
They're familiars, dude, of the moon goddess, dude.
月に照らされた人々
I remember when Sealies were, I remember when Sealies were like
は
these creatures that came to Tebia and basically fucked themselves because they fell in love with mortals. I remember that.
Is that a rewrite? Aw,
That's
fuck.
a rewrite.
Ah,
I think
dude.
it's a minor one. It's a minor
Ah,
one
yeah,
since it's kind of not well known. Take a swig of your lemonade.
Aye,
Don't
aye,
don't
aye,
don't no full
蒼月
shot.
の子の信仰の起源は天の使い文明の時代まで
Oh yeah, see
遡り
they're
ます
even talking about the angels here.
私のデータベー
So
ス
maybe
で
not
は
a total rewrite.
当時はまだ
Ah, okay.
属性の七失星すら存在しなかったようです。おお、つまりその人たちは魔人戦争よりも前から神を信仰して
I
たって
hate
ことか。
NF's design so much.
はい。これから様々な心臓を目にすることになると思いますが、それらの
Okay, dude, I'm gonna say this right now. This really feels so ham-fisted. It feels so like, hey, we're gonna just remember when we didn't explain things more appropriately. Well, here's the lore. We're just gonna beat you over the head with it.
Yeah, we're just gonna
And
fucking
there's no
puke
nuance.
it all into
We're just
your
gonna
fucking
tell
throat.
you. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. We're just gonna tell you.
Krim said, man, the story might be a mess, but not quite as having a weak spot in my heart, because I generally really enjoyed the steampunk vibes in
Steampunk?
general.
I mean, you know, to each their own.
Yeah, keep following the Loma. I mean, not the Loma.
I think.
the fucking...
Dude, are you good? Practice using patches of mist. What is
What
this?
is this?
Oh hell no, dude.
What the fuck is this? I am.
It's just a gimmick that was used in Liu. Okay. If you like steampunk, that's great. I think it has a time and place for things. Like, to me, I feel like sci-fi. I feel like sci-fi is like the default these days, and I would
I
prefer
hate sci-fi.
if things like I would just like a nice fantasy game personally.
Yeah, dude, I fucking hate this. I'm so tired of sci-fi, Crims. I'm so fucking tired.
So,
of sci-fi.
We may not share the same I guess like love for it as much as you do,
I'm
but
so
I mean I think
tired.
steampunk's cool, but I think it has its own position.
Like, I would say a good mix of steampunk and fantasy is literally just quite literally Final Fantasy until they started using spaceships.
Yeah.
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 All right.
But even that has its own style, and like I don't think it fits in Genshin.
Yeah. Is
You
this
know?
a travel? Is this a travel guide?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, auto.
What the fuck is this?
Penacony.
Yeah, it's just more Penacony garbage. Okay.
Understandable. I don't like sci-fi in general, but ironically, I just like steampunk. I don't know why. Well, that's understandable, Crims.
Crims, let me ask you, what is it that you find so enjoyable or fascinating about steampunk?
I'm gonna get out of this. 3, 2, 1, exit.
No, not yet. I'm reading about hot dogs, dude.
Oh, dude.
They've got hot
I
dogs.
fucking didn't want to read all that shit, right?
Dude, I'm reading about hot dogs.
I'm
Dude, I want to know about
paused.
the hot dogs.
I'm paused.
You're good. I'm joking. Okay. I'm ready.
Are there any particular points of interest, right? Dude, we're gonna go to hot dogs. 3, 2, 1.
Dude, I love glizzies, dude. Glizzies are delicious.
時間さえあれば全部
I
回
love
ってみたい
processed
けど
meat.
Dude, I love hot dogs.
Dude, my family's.
I hate it. I hate the way Nefa talks. It feels so out of place in this
景
game.
色のいい場所に出
Dude,
られ
my
ます
family's gonna be like, where the
そ
fuck
こから
you
冒険
fucked
者
up?
協会や
Yeah, why are you wasted at 1 o'clock in the afternoon?
Kind of like, cause
I'd cry.
They're
仕
like,
事
what
を
the
全
fuck
部
are
持
you
ってか
talking
れ
about?
そうな気がするぞ
Like, I feel like I did a better job as a robot playing Daedalus
Yeah, dude.
D&D. And that actually fit that setting. Alright.
Where are we going? With Nasha Town? With enough as your guy?
Yeah, traveling
Keep
around
walking?
using mist. I guess so.
Krim said, I feel
Oh,
like the
dude.
aesthetic, like appearance of machines, for example, making it look vintage, but still having the machinery in them, if that makes sense.
I see.
For-
Are you from the United States of America? The reason why I ask is because here in the United States we have a history with steam engines and locomotion. So there's kind of this like, I don't know, like I would say like most Americans like steampunk. That's why I was just curious.
Paused. Wow, Nasha Town looks pretty big from here.
なんか
So I'm just gonna point out that they have all the chests have a literal sign pointing to them.
Jesus.
Have you noticed that?
What
have
am I,
you
a
noticed how-
fucking game journalist, dude?
Yeah, dude, what am I, a baby?
Ah.
Dude, I like to play games, dude. You know what I like to do in games? I like when a game plays itself. That's what I want to do in a
Krim
game. I just want to
says,
sit
not
back
from
and
USA,
not play.
Brazilian. Brazil.
Ah, okay.
Brazil.
Well, welcome. I don't
Dude,
know
we
much
have
about
an
Brazil.
international audience. That's crazy.
I can see it. I can definitely see it.
All right,
Oh, I didn't even make it to the top and it just started the cutscene. Great.
bruh.
This fucking game, dude, is such a slop fest.
Brazil.
Looks pretty big from here. I'm ready when you are.
All right, 3, 2, 1, auto.
具体的にどのように異なるのでしょう
Everything
ずっ
in
と
F1.
ナドくらい
Yeah,
の冒険者
everything.
の楽園だって聞いてたからさもっと可愛い感じなのかと思ってたぜ
Don't worry, Paimon.
ナ
It's
ドくらい
okay.
には
I'm
確か
on
にそう
nothing is
呼ばれ
picture
ていた
perfect
時
at
代
this
もありま
point.
す
The Age of the Fae. Back when the
それは
game was
フェイの時代
fantasy.
の話です
But now
そ
it's
の時代の
sci-fi.
英雄譚は今でも語り継がれています
The Lantern Fae. Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna do HSR writing now, where we have to shield the characters in the
ナ
Archon
ドくら
quests
いの
instead
ため
of
に力を尽くしました
having story quests that are
現在
good.
のライトキーパーたちがランプを手に巡回するのもそのフェイを忍んでいる側面があると言われて
So then I
い
know
ます
for a fact that Varka won't be standard because they're gonna have to shill him into the quest somehow. He's gonna have some Archon lore related. He's going after the moon because he's gonna pull a Gru and destroy the moon. He's gonna steal the moon from Mondstadt.
We're going to steal that moon.
I am here on behalf of the Hexen Circle, and they have given me the Wombi Jombi Shrink Ray, and I am going to shrink the moon.
And we are going to steal it. Okay.
Minions, Knights of Favonius, it's time to steal the moon. I mean, I would pog, dude. I'd say, okay, the game is saved.
It's so keynoted. And if I made this shrink ray, guys.
No, dude, it's gotta be one of Alice's inventions. You know, it
Alice
looks like
makes a fucking
like a
shrink
toy,
ray.
dude. You know? Yeah.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, click.
冒険者協会はあちらナシャタウンの中央
Oh,
広場にあります
fuck my life.
そ
What
し
is
て向
it?
こうに行くと
Arrow.
フラッグシップがあります
Yeah, dude, you gotta have a big yellow arrow to show you where to
Yeah,
go.
you gotta have the yellow markings to tell the game journalist where to go,
あれ
dude.
はアイノの作ったドッカン
Aino's
空爆
boom
レ
and
ーザー砲
blast
です
energy cannon, because you know she's a
ナシャタウン
12-year-old
の
with an
ワイルド
energy
ハント災
cannon.
害レベル
Yeah,
が
12-year-old
1以上にな
with
ると
fucking
起動します
You know, the entirety of
Yeah.
Fontaine's, yeah, the entirety of Fontaine's
レーザー砲は現在故障しているようです
educational slash academic ventures
一
can't
度発射されたのでしょう
compete with a 12-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. So literally, they can just
お前
bomb
が言ってたナドくら
Fontaine
い
and win.
特有のア
Easy.
ビスの災害だよな
Alright.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, click.
ワイルドハントに関する記録は数百年前まで遡ることができますが
The wild hunt's attacks are seemingly
一
random.
貫性がありませんまたかつては大人が子供を脅かす
Because that's a better game, that's a better name than Abyss, guys.
もし言うことを聞かない
Wild
と
Hunt was just literally just taken from fucking Witcher 3.
ほら
Bro.
Yeah, Varka's just the Witcher, guys. He's just here. He's just here to hunt, dude. Yeah, he's just Geralt. He's just here. He's like, he's gonna show up and be like, I'm just here to hunt. I'm just here as on a commission. しかしその当時語られていた Ghostly shadow woman in the mist. Okay.
女性の亡霊が見えるといった程度のもの
Abyssal
でした
monsters and all.
それが後にアビスの
Sorry,
魔
I'm
物が襲い
fucked
来る
up, dude.
災害となったのです
Your nose is
そう
running.
考えるとああいうのってすごいな
Face is red, nose is
ミノ
running.
を直し
No,
ただ
no,
け
no,
じゃ
I
な
don't
くて
get face red. Good thing. You don't have
って
that.
すごい大砲まで作るん
Gotcha.
だからそう
A giant cannon. Yes. This tool.
She's so impressive.
Terrence said, alrighty to go. TTYL. See you guys. Alright, see you, T.
Alright, Terrence. Enjoy the rest of your day.
よし行こうあんまファルカを待たせるのも悪い
We shouldn't keep Barca
あい
waiting.
つがこの時間酒場にいるかどうか
Have
Exactly.
faith in the people of Mondstadt,
Dude, why
Paimon.
is it Enefa that introduces us here, dude? It's so.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
bruh.
okay, dude. I feel like Paimon is still written by Fat Zhao. Like Fat Zhao is like, listen, Dawei, I will write for your newest endeavor, but I have to, please. I know you want to strip and destroy my story, but you have to just let me keep writing as Paimon, please. And he's even dumbfounded. He's like, after all, we shouldn't keep Varka waiting, right, guys? Right? Where the fuck is he? Have faith in the people of Mondstadt, Paimon. Alright, here we go. We're gonna click that, and I'm gonna be fucking disappointed.
Click.
それもそうだな
You're right about that. Thumbs up.
Ugh.
Alright, let's go. Enter the flagship. Where is he? 2 lines. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Where is the flagship?
I don't even see him. Where is he? Where's the flagship?
Where the fuck is the
This place is a mess.
あれ
Are
I'm gonna guess it's-
協会だよな
Two,
Dude,
okay.
Adventuring Guild, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna be completely honest, dude. The signs that show you where the chests are is the most like aggravating thing I've ever seen. Like I wanna do terrible bad things in Minecraft to whoever did that. All right,
Where are
enter
we
the
going?
flagship.
Where are we going?
Dude, it's underground, dude. It's just out of the way.
Hold on, let me get this fucking teleporter.
No, don't even bother, dude.
Oh, is the fucking thing
上まで
underground?
お願い
Yeah, it's like you gotta go. There's a guy named Omisov who looks like he's. It's me, dude. He's literally me. He's like down with Genshin, down with Hoyoverse.
Where is the fucking
Alright.
underground?
Dude, no, you're kidding me, dude. You're having trouble finding it.
No, I went to
Okay.
get the teleporter. I don't know where it is now.
Okay, you're at the teleporter.
Yes.
Go towards. There's a building that has like a ship that's rocking back and forth. Do you see that? It's like in a circle.
I'm near the big ball.
Big ball. Yes, okay. Big ball, where you are, there's an arrow, a yellow game journalist arrow pointing down into a like a tunnel.
Listen, bro, I'm fucked up. Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm here. Activate the
Alright, I'm
notification
ready,
for
dude.
the story. Oh, sorry, Krams. Yeah, I should have done that, bro. I don't even have it activated, bro. Alright, I'm here.
Alright, I'm ready for Varka's 2 lines. Here we go.
Wu said, everyone, this man said, Paimon still is written by Big Xiao. Paimon, we should keep Varka waiting. Looks at camera. Dude.
Yeah, looks at camera, looks deep into my fucking soul. Alright, I'm ready to enter the flagship and be disappointed because he's left. He ain't here. I already know it, dude. Paimon is already setting up the foreshadowing. He ain't here. He's gonna be somewhere else, I'm sure of it.
He kept me
Here we
waiting,
go.
huh? Remember what I
Kept
said
you
about
waiting, huh?
Varka? He is everywhere and nowhere at the same time, Krim said.
Alright, here we are, the flagship.
ファルカが手紙に書いてた場所って
Varko told us to meet us here in the letter, right? Let's see.
どれどれファルカは
Oh, don't tell me the fucking 2 lines is in the
一
letter.
致する人物は見つかりません
No matches identified. Alright, he's not here.
Don't tell me the lines is in the fucking note he leaves
オイラ
by
た
the
ちも
bar.
別に
In
今
the
日などくらいに
fucking
作って
tissue
手
paper.
紙で伝え
Pause. Guess we never did actually say we'd be arriving today. I mean, okay, listen, Paimon. I know you don't know this, but the live stream told us we would be meeting him today.
Exactly.
Alright, anyway. I would call that a partial crash out. Swig of your lemonade, partial crash out.
I'm on the next line and pause that.
Okay.
What
Why don't
do
we
we
ask
do as
the
owner,
owner?
I
Say
did
it's true,
swig.
Varka's drinking prowess must
Wu
have left
says
quite the
he'll be
impression.
home in 3 hours. Okay. Yeah, sure. We'll be up, dude.
Alright,
we'll be
sounds
up.
good.
Still fucked
Oh,
up.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, his drinking prowess left an impression. Alright.
3, 2, 1. Auto.
I hate how that's like all he's been boiled down to. He's just a drunk now. It's like
that's where we're
all
drinking,
all the cool lore that he had before, that doesn't matter.
That's
He's
why,
just drunk now.
That's why we're drinking, because of Varka.
いいねはじゃありませんか
Well,
Oh fuck.
if it isn't the ineffable Ineffa,